hear a quote from Duncan as he approaches Macbeth's castle. We've talked quite a lot in these videos about Duncan being naive, and this is a classic example. He's just made Macbeth Thane of Cawdor. Don't forget the last Thane of Cawdor rebelled against him, that's why he's been executed. Now he's just made Macbeth Thane of Cawdor, and the audience knows that Macbeth is already plotting to kill him and become king himself. So, let's have a look what he says. He says, "This castle hath a pleasant seat, the air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself until our gentle senses." Oh dear, Duncan. Bit naive, lad. So, let's have a look at it. This castle has a pleasant seat. This is dramatic irony. We know that Lady Macbeth is stood atop of these battlements, going the raven himself, his horse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan. Duncan rises up and said, "Oh, this is a nice place, isn't it?" Okay. He's walking into the place where he is going to be murdered. Literally his fatal entrance. Shakespeare's reinforcing his naivety here for the audience, with Duncan suggesting this is a beautiful and safe castle that he's entering. He says the air sweetly, is nimbly and sweetly recommends itself. And I've talked previously about the air being a convector of disease. Jacobeans believed that disease was spread through bad smells. So to say the air is sweet suggests that the air is innocent. There's no evil in the air. There's no disease in the air. And we see here again that evil is spread as a disease through smells. Duncan reinforces the idea that there is no evil inside this castle. It is purely innocent inside this castle because the air is sweet. Therefore, there is no evil in the air. Sweet connotes innocence. And Duncan is saying this castle is innocent and sweet. Far from it, Dunk, far from it. He says, itself until our gentle senses. He discusses here how his senses are delighted by what they encounter. However, it's really quite clear to the audience, isn't it, that his senses are failing him and he's about to walk into his death. I've put some other quotes in the quotation box there that link to Duncan being naive and believing people he shouldn't believe. He's certainly a good king. He's a nice chap, but he trusts too many people, doesn't he?